MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to Petco Park in San Diego. Game 2 of the World Series between the Houston Astros and the San Diego Padres. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, it was a good start for these guys at home. They did what they needed to do in the opening game, and this crowd really showed up and made a difference as well. Should be an electric atmosphere again, so we'll see if the guys on the field can feed off it and take a commanding lead in this series.
Here's Michael Brantley, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the AB on its way. And this is swung on and foul tipped straight back off the catcher's mask, and that cannot be a pleasant feeling. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Now a ball lined to the left side. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Down the left field line and deep, and it's a foul ball. Bounces to the left side, taken in by Machado, and there are 2 away now. Next to stand in is Yordan Alvarez. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled toward right center field. Tatis trying to get there. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 0-1 the count. Alvarez, runner at first with 2 gone. And that one yanked just foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. There's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. It's a 2-run homer for Alex Bregman. His second home run of the series, and the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Wind up, here comes the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Giro, on a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And it's gone.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Abraham Toro is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Myers is after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the... Jose Urquidy is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Now to the plate, here is Tommy Pham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Urquidy, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty B. I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on the staff who won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense loud. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level. And the home crowd is absolutely eating this up. Led off the home half of the first with a triple, and they're applying the pressure right from the get-go.
High and deep down the left field line. And they can't run it down. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner at third here, nobody out. There's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Correa. So the first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Great job to cash in following that leadoff triple. Infield's back, so you just want to make sure you get it on the ground, and that's an easy RBI.
Digging in next, Manny Machado. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And that's way down. Missed for strike 1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You can almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty deck.
Throw in time at first for route number 2. So the bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up steps the big bat of Fernando Tatis Jr. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Now to the plate, Martin Maldonado. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's 0 for 5. Here's the pitch. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Here comes a left fielder. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
And this to work as a sacrifice as they get the out at first, but the runner moves into scoring position at second base. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Maldonado, the runner at second with one away. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. Brantley, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was selected in the 7th round back in 2005.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Up to the plate next to be Jose Altuve. Runner in scoring position with Chicago. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order. And we just saw 3 in a row.
Here comes the 0-1. Ripped down the first base line. This will get fouled for strike 2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Go to first with time to spare. The side is retired. One left for Houston as they hold. On to a 4-1 lead. Last half of the second set to go, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Will Myers.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
Next to hit, Eric Hosmer. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Brantley on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And that brings up Trent Grisham. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out.
And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
And a dive, but he's back. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That evens it up, 1-1. Fouled away. Curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. He's running. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Brantley's after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Next, it'll be Victor Caratini, who takes his first cut. In this one with a man at first and 2 away. As a look, now the pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Stepping in now, Blake Snell. Popped him up. Bregman over to his right, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs on. New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Yorgan Alvarez. As we'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Swing and a miss there, and he's behind in the count of 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider's so good, I think he might throw it again.
Myers is there to put it away for out number 1. So 1 out and nobody aboard, and that'll bring first pitch on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. Bregman is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in the sport.
Carlos Correa comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Correa, left field and carrying well. And that is off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
And with that double, he's 2 for 2 and halfway to the cycle. Gave it a good ride, and that's the second time he's barreled up the ball. So he's seeing the ball really well. See if his teammates can pick him up and bring him home now.
He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And he falls behind 0-2. And another foul ball. Bregman at third. Correa at second with 1 away. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch. Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Ready with the 1-1.
Yeah, Matt, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1 and 2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Tommy Pham. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Hit on the ground out to short. So on the first, in time, 1 away. At the plate now is Manny Machado. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a dive, but he's back in. He's set and the pitch. He swings and rounds it to short. And that's the second out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Redmond has it. So cleanly to the first, and that ends the inning. Padres lead 1. They trail it 4-1. All set for the start of the fourth. And up next, the former Angel Martin Maldonado. First offering.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Down the left field line and deep. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now another 0-2. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Cronenworth stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Ready now is Jose Urquidy, who dropped a sacrifice bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well. I'd be looking here.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Astros pitcher. 1-2. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad for 3 1/3 innings so far. That's the 8th hit he's given up. And if he doesn't get his mind straight, he's going to be heading to the showers early.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. Drilled right back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Well, that's an aggressive send there, Bueller, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in the hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Matt Strahm answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. No hits to this point.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Fouled off. Another one sent foul. Just hung in there on that one.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Neither guy.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So here is Yordan Alvarez. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Myers has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. Astros plate 1. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. Will Myers is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
If this offense is going to be this aggressive, I'm going to expect this pitcher and catcher combo to expand the zone.
He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
A 1-2 count to Will Myers. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Goes the other way as this is line to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he'll reach second now with one away. And the hit will be Trent Grisham. And he puts it on the second. There is out Altuve, and there's out number 2. So now to the plate, Victor Caratini. He singled first time up. From the stretch, as he hits it weakly on the ground toward first. He's right there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for San Diego. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th. Stepping up is Alex Bregman. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting glove, and he better be ready in the box.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's Carlos Correa now. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I gotta think they're gonna pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
A pause, and the 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Grisham is there, 2 gone. Digging in will be Kyle Tucker. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Now here's the first offering. Hit down the line at first. Foul ball here, 0-1. and this will be fouled away. There's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Astros go down 1-2-3. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. He said he's really proud of the fact that they've only gone down on strikes once in the game, all while averaging over a base hit per inning. If that kind of combination continues, he thinks there's a lot more to look forward to.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. 1-0 count. Here it is. Hit sharply on the ground. And he whips on it as this goes right under his glove.
And that's one of those plays that stay with you for an entire game. You want to get the first out on what appears to be a routine play, but you can't get it done. The good news, he has some time to redeem himself.
To the plate now, Tommy Pham. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. 0-1 pitch on its way. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
From the belt, the pitch. And still trying to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Cruz, the runner at third. Pham stands at second, no outs. And it's quickly 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. He's off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
And it's fouled away. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. He grounded out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. It's a short, hit hard. Fielded cleanly. Reversed, and the Padre threat goes by the board. So the call's gone out for the right-hander Mark Melancon as he'll take over on the mound. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Pham comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Next up for the Stros, Martin Maldonado. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. We're in the 6th inning now, a 5-1 ball game. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Line hard deep into left. Pham is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jose Urquidy, getting the hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Hey. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, nothing in 1. Hit out towards second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only is he throwing the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Michael Brantley is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. 2-0 to Brantley.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Line hard to the left side. But a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. As a look, now the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Jose Altuve stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Timing just to take off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit well on the ground to front. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, man. Down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Austin Adams answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Brantley on third. Altuve at second. Alvarez at first. 2 out in the inning. We're 0-2 now. Hot shot on the ground to short. He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So 1 run. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Will Myers. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Goodness. 0-2 now.
No ball.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here comes Brantley. He can't get there as it falls in.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Into the box, Trent Grisham lifted the other way down the left field line. And that'll get over the wall, so forget about sending the runner. It'll be second and third now with only 1 away.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. As the
0-1
first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 1 run, 8 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
Wow, the Padres have been scuffling so far. They need to get a big hit, and it's about time somebody comes through right about now.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Again, another foul ball. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Brinkley on the move. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Padres leave a pair. They trail 6-1. Emilio Pagan is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. First offering on its way. Hit in the air to right field. Myers is under it. 1 down. So next to bat will be Kyle Tucker. Lifetime in this matchup. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Fouled straight back. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Riding in for Houston, Abraham Toro flew out last time up. Swing and a liner. But this is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Tommy Pham. Started to go down after it, and couldn't get back. It's strike 1.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
You find yourself down 0-2 in these situations. It's tough to check your swing right there. That was a nice job.
Inside, ball 2.
Barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Jake Cronenworth comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Ball 2.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. The pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit. Onto the shortstop at second, but it's thrown away.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position. two-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this thing open.
And in steps Manny Machado as he rips it on the ground to second. There's one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Nothing doing there for the Friars. Ready to begin the eighth. And next to hit is the catcher, Martin Maldonado. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Hit in the air down the right field line. In there, the base hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there. But the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also a nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him, put the brakes on, and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Ready with the 0-1. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And this is scooped away and stays foul. So now the question becomes what to do with two strikes. And did he square around? No, it's ball one.
Well, facing an AL pitcher at the plate, you certainly don't want to waste too many bullets on him. I expect this next pitch to be grooved right down the middle.
And you can't ask for much more of a pitcher than that. His sacrifice works to perfection. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Michael Brantley singled in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Lower part of the zone, but it's taken for a strike.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush type of thing. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Maldonado leads off second with one gone in the inning. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Another 0-2 home. Hit out towards second. And there are two away now. So two gone now in the Houston eighth, and that'll bring in Jose Altuve. First pitch of the AB now. In there with the knees, strike one. Two outs here with a runner at third. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And now, Yordan Alvarez. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Prior history in this matchup, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it towards the backstop. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out. Now the first pitch. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike one.
That's been a great pitch for him all night. Able to push and pull the throttle a little bit. Throwing a good fastball located and mixing in that nasty changeup with good arm action.
And the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike one. The 0-1. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Brantley is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. Eric Hosmer to the plate now. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. This is on the ground over the first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go as the third baseman, Alex Bregman. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Swing and a line drive. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, definitely not the execution you're looking for to pull an outside breaking ball, but who cares? Next day's box score, that's a line drive.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Bregman on at first, nobody out. Correa, left field and carrying well. Looking up is the left fielder.
And if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball. He was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
Plate now, Kyle Tucker. Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. Grisham is under it to make the catch for out number 1. Now it'll be Abraham Toro, who lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. And that misses for ball 1.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You've got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if you can gap something.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Still only 1 out in the inning. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Now at the plate here is Martin Maldonado. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First pitch cut it, it's by him for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Scorched to third. Machado is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Andre Strum will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Garrett Stubbs is into the ballgame as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. The pitch. Lays off 2-2 now. Now surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Those are the plays you live for as a second baseman right there. You want to range up the middle and make that beautiful throw to first base. That ball was played perfectly. He got the throw off on time with a great exchange to get the out.
Brantley is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Next to the plate for the Padres, Emilio Pagan. Now the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a ground ball should do it. Throw to first will be in time to get him. And the Astros have gotten the all-important road victory here in Game 2. They even up the series before heading home as this one is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. 9-1 is the way this one ends. The Astros have evened up this World Series at 1 game apiece. Jose Urquidy earns the victory on the mound. Blake Snell couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.